A fairly pleasant Wednesday afternoon around southern West Virginia. Let's take a look at some of our highway cameras that we always monitor. Route 19 at Bradley Road looking pretty good there. Route 460 at I-77 in Princeton, that's mile marker 9. Route 64, I-64 at White Sulphur Springs looking pretty good there too. And as we look at that final camera, that's Route 19 at Glen Jean, one of the common cameras that we like to look at because we like to see the traffic flowing between Beckley and Oak Hill. Looking pretty good too as we head out about to our evening time plans. Temperatures are much more mild than they were 24 hours ago by about 10 or 15 degrees as we showed you during the first weather. Either side of the mountains, 57 in Beckley, also 57 at Roanoke, 61 at Raleigh, 62 in Charlotte, 65 in Knoxville, 68 in Nashville. Temperatures are of course a little bit cooler off to the north where there have been a few showers over the last couple of hours. We'll show you that on the satellite radar now. Notice that the showers are heading in our direction. They'll be here sometime later tonight and into early tomorrow morning, which means that there is going to be a pretty good possibility for a wet morning commute for us as we go through our Thursday. So you want to take extra time to get to your destinations. Keep an umbrella with you as you head out to your plans on the fourth day of the traditional work week. Futurecast model as we go through our Thursday lunchtime hour. Notice that there is some good amounts of rain here, and some of the darker greens indicating some of the heavier rains are also going to be showing up as we look at our Futurecast model. We're going to continue to see them push their way through the area, so there will be a decent amount of rain, but the good news is that because it's been dry for the past few days, after we saw the heavy rain of the past weekend, I think it's more nuisance kind of water that we'll be dealing with, ponding on the roads, and of course some of those gathering water in low-lying spots. Now as we go through our Friday afternoon, Friday evening, some of the showers could be rumbles of thunder as well. And as we go through our Saturday morning, then all of a sudden we see that cool air being pulled into the region from the Canadian Prairies, Canadian Maritimes, and also the eastern Canadian provinces. Bottom line is we're going to get the possibility for some snow, especially in the higher elevation locations on Saturday morning into Saturday afternoon. This is something that we'll be dealing with possibly as we go through the first half of the weekend. Temperatures are going to be cooler too because of all that cool air being pulled down. This is the RPM model, the same one that I just showed you the Futurecast of. Notice that it also shows good amounts of rain, more rain than we saw on the European model that I showed you at 5 o'clock. Again, we're talking about the possibilities for ponding on water on the roads, but not necessarily flooding. It's something we'll have to monitor for you, though. Of course, we will as we go through the weekend days. Aches and Pains forecast sponsored by ARH. Pressure fairly steady state over the next several days, but there'll be some ups and downs here and there by the time we go into especially later portions of this week with that low pressure center approaching from the southwest. Cloudy with showers and storms for the day tomorrow. 56 is where we'll top out. Winds out of the southwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour. And our 7-day forecast, there's 44 on Saturday. This is why we have a chance for those AM storms and of course snow showers as well. As we go through the rest of the 7-day forecast, 72 on Monday. Let's just go ahead and stress that 72 on Monday. Say it again, 72 on Monday. Partly sunny with some showers. Chances for rain take us through Tuesday and Wednesday. Higher elevation rain and snow possible again as we go into the middle portion of next week, even though by that point we'll be pushing the middle portion of April. Details in the 7-day forecast. We'll keep them updated for you as we go through the weekend. But for now, more news and sports comes up in just a few minutes.